another weekly roundup. Y'all already know what we're going to get into, the mess this week. And honestly, truly, there's not much mess. It was a light week, if you ask me. Now, first thing I want to touch on, Real Housewives of New York. I personally was expecting them to have an adjustment period. I did not think that Roni was going to come back with an all-new cast and everybody was going to have everything figured out. However, that has made the speed bumps, I feel like, it has made the speed bumps that much worse. When it comes to the whole Sai, Jessel, Aaron of it all, it is very annoying to watch. You all have heard me say, if you listen to my podcast or follow me on TikTok, it's annoying when it comes to Sai and Aaron against Jessel because we don't have the foundation of the feud. You know, one could argue that Dorinda was really mean to her castmates. However, we had reference points to go back to say, okay, this is where Dorinda and Luann, you know, kind of had their beef, and this is why I'm team Luann, this is why I'm team Dorinda, and I'm so sick of the teams. I'm so sick of the teams, right? And same thing kind of with Tinsley. One could argue that Dorinda was so mean to Tinsley for no reason. No reason. We all watched it. There's history there. The issue with this is Sai and Aaron, and Jessel for that matter, show up and we don't know anything in the background. Yes, there's 2 weeks of missing footage that we will probably never see because the Lizzie lady, you know, got the hell up out of there. However, what I am saying is I don't think that there's anything in that 2 weeks of footage that is missing. And I don't think that there is actually an underlying issue with Sai, Aaron, and Jessel. I think that Sai and Aaron thought that they were killing it. I think that they thought that they ate this, and unfortunately they did not. And now with Sai, what we're seeing, because she did an interview and said, I lived it. I lived it. Girl, please. I cannot stress enough how much it's not giving. Okay, it's not giving. We can't care about this feud because we barely care about y'all. And by default, people are caring for Jessel because y'all are being really fucking mean to her. Now, I personally like Jessel, and I think I may like her more because I didn't like her at first. Like, her first impression was not great. One cannot argue that. But I just think that Sai thinks it's giving something that it's not. You know what I mean? I don't see as much from Aaron just because I actually don't follow Sai either. But I for damn sure never followed Aaron. So I don't really know what she's saying in any of her interviews. I just think that it's time to like loosen up a little bit. I feel like maybe Sai thought she was giving a mix of between Bethany and Dorinda. Bethany Frankel is somebody who always kind of made my ass itch on Housewives. I know she was very beloved. I just never liked her. I didn't see a need for her to go away, but I just never liked her. You know what I mean? And as far as the audience goes, if you've listened to me other places, you all know how I feel. I feel like the audience can take away and make a lot of this not fun. Because as much as we're all getting into it, I'm sitting here talking to you all about it now. We all love getting into it, but like, it's not our fight to fight. It's our fight to watch. And I'm going to continue to say that because I feel like it is so ridiculous for people to be sending Sai messages. I don't like how she's acting either. I've been very vocal about it. Why anybody besides Jessel is sending her messages about how she's treating Jessel, and why anybody is sending her messages about random rumors any of the Bravo fans dug up is beyond me. At the end of the day, we must do something else with our time, right? It's just, I never understood the Bravo community, the reality TV community in general. You want to complain that somebody is bullying somebody else on TV and then your answer is to bully them? That's not how it works. We're not involved in this. We are merely watching this. And honestly, truly, it's not anything that's deep enough to where she has offended an entire community of people. Let's just call a spade a spade. She is just a woman being insufferable on a TV show. You know? I think that all of the women deserve to come back for a season 2, and we can see Y'all know what I say. I think everybody deserves another season. I really do. I don't want to see one season wonders, because we have seen people have bad first seasons and then turn it around and be able to be a good housewife. So I think Sai should come back. I think everybody should come back, and I hope that this beef gets squashed, because I'm already over it. We can't, as in the words of Sai herself, I don't care. Okay, next things next on the docket is Bravo gave us trailer after trailer after trailer this week, and I cannot complain. Television is back, and I could not be more excited. Listen, I know that less shows come on. It feels like less shows come on in the summer because it's summertime. We're all out doing activities, and they like to keep it light. However, we are about to be fed. We got the Potomac trailer. We got the Married to Medicine trailer, and we got the Miami trailer. Y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, I love me some Miami. I love Potomac too. I don't love the discourse that Potomac brings. Potomac can be exhausting. It can be exhausting because every year I'm like, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm going to make my reviews. I'm going to say what I have to say. And then I'm going to dip out. I never dip out. Ever since season 5, I cannot dip out. I want us to get back to having fun. But you know what? Everything's not going to be Salt Lake City. Okay? Salt Lake City had a quick turnaround. Probably one could say that it had a quick turnaround because we're not that deep into it, right? We're on season 4 of Salt Lake City, and we identified the problem pretty early there, if you ask me. At least I did. But Potomac, I knew it was going to take a while to turn around because of the events of what happened in season 5. Everybody was so divided, and we didn't do anything to make it better the next couple of seasons. But it looks like we're going to have some fun. We haven't heard any rumors. The rumors. I will never say rumors in the normal way again after Meredith Marks said the rumors and the nasty. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about it weeks later. But we haven't heard any inside rumors. However, it has been released that apparently G and Mia broke up. I can't be forced to care about that. I'll watch the mess unfold, but I just can't be forced to care. So maybe she just solidified her champagne flute for another season. I feel like Mia is probably finally defrosting. I can't say that I'm going to like her. Let me put it like this. If I ever do get to a point where I like Mia, it's going to take a while for me to forget the things of the past. But also, Miami trailer was giving and giving and giving. Oh my gosh. The Miami ladies just know how to do it. They do it right. They do it right each and every time, and I cannot wait. Everybody was clocked in. Lisa Hochstein was screaming. Don't love that she was screaming at Kiki, but Kiki can handle herself. She was screaming. Mama said, I have to earn my check now. I am getting divorced. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I low-key am starting to believe the theories that she knew Lenny was leaving her and she played it up for the cameras. Now, if that's the case, girl, get your bag. Get the court of public opinion on your side. I'm here for it. What do I always say? In the divorces, I'm going to stick beside her. Okay? I'm always sticking beside my girlie. Speaking of divorces, Joshua Jackson and Jodie Turner are breaking up. Forgot about that one. I wasn't shocked, though. I wasn't shocked by that. That relationship has always been a little weird. I know she asked him to marry her, and I'm sorry. I know it's the year 2023. I will never. I could name you a laundry list of things I would rather do. I would rather eat that entire bag of dog food over there than propose to a man. It's just, I'm having a reaction to it right now. We would just break up. If it were up to me to propose, we would just break up because I'm just simply not doing it. And then getting on a knee in front of a man, ugh! Nerve. Anyways, I thought that they were going to break up. Honestly, their whole relationship was giving. We just have to finish these contracts even after, because I think it was last year or something, maybe 2 years ago. It was like, oh, Sophie Turner and Joshua Jackson unfollow each other on Instagram. Why would you unfollow your husband on Instagram? You know what I mean? And again, if you go back in either of their Instagrams, you can see it's just paid ad after paid ad after paid ads. Maybe their contracts were up. their contracts were up, so then they said, let's make this marriage contract be up. I don't know, whatever. Yes, I cannot wait for Bravo. Fall with Bravo. What else do we have? I know the last thing I wanted to touch on. Now, I have not watched The Bachelor in quite some time. I don't like the way they did my girl Rachel Lindsay. I will not be arguing with anybody on that because why would I? I know I'm right. However, the Clayton boy, I almost said something rude. He was the Bachelor a couple seasons ago, I guess. He's from Missouri. And I'm from Missouri. Well, kind of Missouri. Anyways, neither here nor there. He had a paternity suit slapped on him, I guess, right? He got on Instagram Friday and very much gave his best Mari performance. DNA results, 99% not probable. He was saying a whole bunch of things. Like, he might as well have just said, guys, I'm not the dad. I'm not the dad. So I guess he got hit with a paternity test from some girl he had a one-night stand with. I don't freaking know. However, he's not the father. I found it very gross how he got online and celebrated not being the father. Again, if I'm being very honest, very ghetto. Okay? Very ghetto. Like, what, is this Mari? Is this Jerry Springer? He might as well have busted out his best like backflip and dance on the Jerry Springer stage. R.I.P. Jerry. But it prompted me to go into looking into this because I was so taken aback by the video where he was showing all 32 of his teeth. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So then I started looking into it, and I see these text messages that he sent this girl that apparently had a one-night stand with. She became pregnant with twins. She thought he was a father. Guess he turns out not to be. Listen, if men could get pregnant, we would have maternity suits left and fucking right. I don't want to hear it. I honestly don't want to hear it. If women need to have more responsibility on who they're sleeping with, so do men. So do men. Okay? The only time men keep track of who they're fucking sleeping with is if they have some news to tell somebody because they spread something, or if they're keeping a tally so they want to brag. So, anyways, moving on, these text messages he sent this girl. I don't believe you for a second. I legitimately hate you right now. First of all, grow up. Grow up. You have lost your mind, and I hope you think about how terrible this is that you would subject me to this. She subjected you to it? Baby, was it not consensual? Was it not consensual? Okay. All right. My personal hell would be having to have you be a part of my life. Oh, one more. There's one more. My response is in the court documents. I'm not giving it the time of day because it's baseless. Oh, I guess this is his. He says they didn't have sexual intercourse. Whatever. I don't care. These text messages are they're immature. They're immature. I'm just going to be so honest. And of course, I saw so many pick-me's in the comments of his post and everything. I mean, like, poor you. You had to be subjected to this. Poor you. Are you okay? Are you mad? Like, my God, poor him, poor him. He's on Instagram bragging right now. Even if I have an older brother, even if that were the case, if that happened to my brother, my mother would be like, get the off of Instagram. Get off of social media. Have some decorum. I mean, God. Like, it's already bad enough. It's already bad enough. Now here you are doing your fucking jig for Instagram since Mari's no longer available. Ugh. Disgusting. Like I said, get some fucking decorum. Anyways, that's all I have for this week. If y'all have anything you want to talk about or anything you think that you want me to discuss, oh no. I almost forgot. Y'all, this Love is Blind shit is getting out of control. And it really, like, it hurts my heart for the contestants, but it just doesn't, things don't have to be this way. First of all, Aaliyah, Uche, Renee and Carter, a lot of these people have come out and said that things were not what they seemed to be on the screen. Aaliyah and Uche, we're gonna chuck that over there. I really don't give a fuck. Like, they were together for a little bit, they're not together anymore. Uche still seems like an asshole from what we see on the screen. He's trying to like cover it up on Instagram. It's like, oh, that's not actually what I said. Yeah, the way you talk to people is still atrocious. So you might want to get that checked out. The Renee and Carter of it all, they filmed the entire time, made it to the aisle, and I shouldn't say he, allegedly, he did some things that prevented them from being shown. But the fishy thing is Renee is married to somebody else now. and this was just last year. She vehemently denies that she was in a relationship the whole time, by the way. Vehemently. I always find it funny when somebody vehemently denies. Oh God. And then there's a lawsuit happening. Now, I'm not going to get into the lawsuit because I don't want to misspeak or mess anything up. However, it's very disturbing and it's very deep. So it's just like, you guys have a premise for a good show and it doesn't have to be like this. Half of the mess that they give us doesn't need to be the mess that they give us. You know what I mean? It's like they're manufacturing so much more shit that doesn't need to be. If they just let it ride out a little bit, it would probably be fine. But now that's all I have for weekly roundup. Like I said before, if y'all think of anything throughout the week that you want me to discuss as the events pop up, make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe. I've been forgetting to say that to y'all. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon. I have some more fun videos coming up.